everyone, so today I'm going to be showing you the makeup look that I have on, and it's going to be kind of a little chit chat and get ready with me video. I'm going to talk you through how I did it and why I use each product and kind of what it does. It's really the makeup that I wear most often, and it's also what I wear if I'm going to be photographed because I think it looks nice and natural in photographs, but it also just accentuates my natural features and makes me feel nice and put together. But before I begin, I wanted to remind you guys to sign up for the Explore Modeling and e.l.f. Cosmetics Beauty of All Ages campaign. If you've ever wanted to model, that's ever been a dream of yours, you definitely should take the opportunity because it's going to be such an amazing time. I'm going to be there in New York. I'll meet you and the winners, and you'll get to have your photo shoot and be the face of e.l.f., which is just absolutely crazy, and I think you guys should definitely join. I really want a subscriber of mine to win, and I think they might because I know you guys are all beautiful and very passionate. So please let me know in the comments below if you do sign up for the casting because I will be wishing you good luck, and I will have all the information about the Explore Modeling and e.l.f. Cosmetics casting below. I'll have all the links and my previous videos I made about it if you want more information. So now we're going to go ahead and get into the makeup, and you're about to see me with no makeup. So let's go ahead and get on into the video. So the first thing I like to do is warm up my complexion with the Clinique True Bronzing Gel for the face. And this has been my favorite self-tanning product for the face. I've used self-tanners, I've also used a bunch of different powder bronzers and cream bronzers, but I feel like this just gives me the best color. It also comes off at night once you take your makeup off, so it's really not going to be something that you have to commit to, and if you don't like the way it looks, you can just wash it off when you wash off your makeup. But I feel like having a little bit more color on my face really makes it so I use a lot less foundation because it kind of just evens out my skin tone. So I like to put a little bit on just a stippling brush like this. Move on to foundation. The one that I'm currently using is the Dream Mousse. And then I like to use my fingers to apply this. I just think it gives a better look. And I really don't use that much, so I don't feel like layering it on with a brush is really necessary. Really, my cheeks are where I concentrate it. This is just a concealer palette, and I like this because it has a bunch of different colors. I like when it's a little bit salmony. This is great for covering up dark circles, especially if they're like purpley dark circles, which is kind of what mine are. The salmon kind of just counteracts that. And for blush, I love to use a cream blush. This one is from e.l.f. and I love the way it just looks natural and dewy, but just really pretty. So this one doesn't have any glitter or shimmer in it, which is why I love it. It's just a really pretty pink color. So I like to smile, then kind of pull it up towards my cheekbones, not focusing so much on the apples, but a little bit on the side, and then just blend that. So that's pretty much it for the face makeup. We'll go ahead and move on to the eyes. Of course, going to prime my eyes just because if you're ever using eyeshadow, you really want to do this because it does not look pretty when it creases and kind of moves throughout the day. So then for eyeshadow, I like to use light shades, and I like to use something kind of champagne colored but not too glittery. So like this one right here I would think of as being a little too glittery, and then this one here has a little bit more of like a satin finish, and I just think that looks a little nicer and just a little bit more put together. So I like to take that on just a flat shader brush like this and just pat that onto my eyelid. And then I like to take just a light shade like this and put this under the brow bone as a highlight. And then moving on to brows, I like to use a brow powder just to fill in my eyebrows a bit because they are a little sparse, especially in the front. And then moving on to the rest of the eye makeup, I like to take a black eyeliner pencil, and I'm really strict about this. I pretty much now dislike the look of liquid liner. I just think it looks really harsh. So instead, I like to just lightly smudge a blackish gray pencil onto as close as the lash line as I can get. And then I like to kind of drag it out just a bit on the ends to create a little bit of a slight wing. And like I said, I think it makes a huge difference, and it just looks a lot less intentional, like you have a ton of eyeliner on, if you just lightly kind of smudge it into the lash line, but it still does the job of liner, which it makes your lashes look a little bit thicker at the base, and that really is the whole point of eyeliner. This is pretty much my most important tool, I would say. I think it just really adds to kind of the sexy, smudgy, sultry look that looks so pretty in photos and looks so almost like undone, and it doesn't look like you have a ton of eye makeup on and like you were really trying too hard, if that makes sense. So I take a black eyeshadow and just a tiny bit, because a little bit of it goes a very long way, and I just kind of smudge it onto the line of the liner, mainly focusing on the outer corner. And then you can also bring a little bit of that color down under your lash line. I don't like to do too much, but just a tiny bit. You can probably see the difference between this eye and this eye. And then again, of course, I'm going to do the same thing. Now, of course, I'm going to go in with some mascara. I like to layer my mascaras. That's not a trick of mine, but just definitely something that I do, and I think it does make a big difference. So I like to first use one kind of more focusing on length. And then I like to take another mascara that adds a bit more volume to the lashes. So then moving on to lips, I like to finish off with a lip liner. This makes such a big difference, honestly. It just makes my lips look so much fuller, and I just personally love the way it looks. I'm sure some people probably won't like the way it looks, but I really love it. So then it looks a little bit crazy before I apply anything, but I like to take the edge of my finger and really lightly just kind of blend it into my lip, just to soften the line a bit. So by smudging the liner out a bit, it really creates just a more natural look, and I think it also makes the lips look a little bit more plumper and a little bit more like 3D instead of just like lined around them. So then I like to put just a little bit of color on top of the lips. And that is the finished look. This is really what I wear pretty much every day, but especially if I know I'm going to be taking photos and I know I want to look good in them. I just feel like it really does photograph well, but I also look natural in a way. Obviously that kind of seems like a lot of makeup and a lot of products, but when you do take pictures, it doesn't look like you have like total glam makeup on, and it doesn't look like too much. I think it just looks like a nice amount that kind of pulls you together, but not overkill. And so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please definitely check out the Explore Modeling Casting for e.l.f. Cosmetics. I really want one of my subscribers to win, and I think you guys are all beautiful and very talented, so I think one of you definitely will have a great chance. Again, I'll leave all the information about that below, and I'll leave the video that I did about the casting if you'd like to see that. If you missed it for some reason, linked below as well, and the websites and all that good stuff. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you try out this look, if you like it on yourself, and I'll see you guys later. Bye everyone!